Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I forgot to record an intro on the last few videos, so bear with me. Today I will be taking you guys through a bonding session. My longtime friend Hannah's here. She gets her hair done one time a year, every year the day before my birthday, which is her birthday, December 11th. We always go a little lighter and do a huge chop. Today is August. We are 4 months earlier than usual when you do the math, but today we are still going to be doing a huge chop, but we're going to be kicking out any brass that has transpired over the last 8 months, and we're going to be adding depth and dimension. That's right, my goal is a creamy bronde. If this is something you guys want to see, hit the subscribe button along with the bell so you're notified every time I upload, and let's get started. So today I am using my holy grail lightener for the last several months, which is Goldwell Oxycur with 20 volume and a 16th ounce of the liquid gold Olaplex, as always. Fellow colorists ask me all the time why I prefer to pay a lot more money for Goldwell lightener. It is more powerful, but the lift is amazing and always clean. It's not damaging too on my client's hair. A little goes a long way, and I love the consistency. I am a consistency colorist, and I am very picky about what I use. Also, I've noticed when overlapping previously bleached hair, the Oxycur is very safe and less damaging than other bleaches. I've had no problems with it. Another big positive reason I love Oxycur is that it does not swell. Let me say this again. It does not swell, which is a very huge pet peeve of mine. If a lightener swells a lot, I will never try it again. If you notice with this lightener, I do go right up to the top of the foil like I always do and always have, and I never have a problem. I am doing a low light today, and since I'm trying to add depth and dimension, I am bringing this low light down all the way to the ends. I am alternating my low lights. I usually prefer not to have my low lights in a uniform pattern because I feel like it looks a little too fake and chunky, and I am changing it up every single couple of foils. So sometimes after 2 foils I'll do a low light, some 3, and some between every 4th foil. If you guys are observant, you probably have noticed I've been using a ton of Shades EQ lately. I used to use Joico's Demi Permanent Lumishine for root toning, low lights, and all over color for a very long time. However, the last few months I've been doing a lot of root toning with Shades EQ because I love that translucent coverage. I still keep Lumishine around because every client and session differs. Redken released a second processing solution which is creamier and prevents shades from dripping all over the place and becoming messy. This is totally my new go-to for rooting, low lighting, and all over colors. And as always, I still all over tone almost every client with it. My low light formula today that I'm using is Shades EQ Gloss 7N and 1/4 of 6NB.
Silent nights recalling you, a souvenir of what it could be. Pieces of my mind are yours. I forgot the parts I'm missing. I pretend that we are okay, like nothing's ever broken. And I pretend that we are dancing, like the nights are never ending.
As you can see, I'm really focusing on the money pieces around the headband, around the hairline. I am being extremely detailed. Hannah loves to be bright around the face, just like a lot of blondes. So I did do 3 to 4 slices around the entire hairline and followed them up with 3 to 4 very small fine baby lights, and eventually made my way back to my normal size baby lights. Keep in mind when doing slices, you want them to be very small and fine, almost where you can count the individual hair strands. I've come to realize that slices don't process as well as very small baby lights, so you can never be ridiculously small when doing your slicing. I let her process for about 45 minutes without heat. I then removed all the billion of foils we had in her head, and then I shampooed her using Olaplex number 4 mixed with my favorite purple shampoo, which is Fenola's No Yellow Vegan Edition. Sometimes I like to pre-tone, but I always mix it with regular shampoo because if you're not careful, that porous, freshly lightened blonde hair will suck that No Yellow shampoo right up and go purple. Remember, after you lighten your hair, it is like a dry sponge. It will suck anything up, and Fenola is extremely strong, so just be careful. Quickly moving on to one of my favorite parts during a blonding session, and that is toning time. When you get a technique off my blonding menu, if you are curious of how the process goes down, I'll give you a quick rundown. So when you arrive, I have a 10 to 15 minute thorough consultation looking at my client's inspiration pictures, and I explain the entire process in full detail. 80% of the session is foiling and processing. I know it sounds crazy, but it is. Once I'm done foiling, my average client then sits and processes between 35 and 55 minutes. Once processing is done, I then do the rest of our session at the bowl. I shampoo, root tone, and let my clients lay down at the bowl and relax while it processes. Rinse out the root toner, apply all over toner, and give a head massage while it's processing. When done, I condition, rinse thoroughly, then we go back to the station, cut, blow, dry, and style. Once you go through a session with me, you become very aware and familiar with it, so every session you get more and more comfortable, and you know it like clockwork. So I root shadowed Hannah this day using my favorite shadow formula, which is Goldwell Colorance 7N 7NA. Once that processed for 10 minutes, I rinsed off the Olaplex number 2 treatment off the ends, left her root shadow on. I wanted it to be on for a few more minutes. I then applied the all over toner, which was Shades EQ, and I worked them in together for a seamless blend. My concoction was Shades EQ Gloss 8GI, 9B, 9P, 9G.
Silent nights recalling you, a souvenir of what it could be. Pieces of my mind are yours. I forgot the parts I'm missing. I pretend that we are okay, like nothing's ever broken. And I pretend that we are dancing, like the nights are never ending.
You guys, look at these results. We are obsessed. So dimensional, creamy, and dreamy. This will help give her low maintenance. If you guys like this tutorial, give me a huge fat thumbs up. Don't forget to share this video with friends and family you think might be interested in my content. And of course, subscribe. Join the family. This is just the beginning. So many big things and great video content is on the way. Until the next one, guys. So long for now.